Guys, I'm back, and today might be the day where we see Bitcoin pumping massively to the upside. I will show you the exact charts that I'm looking at right now, and of course, we're also going to talk about your favorite altcoins. Don't miss out on that, and let's go, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in here on this Monday today. We start off with the DXY, guys. The DXY is finally dropping as we were expecting over the last coming days of last week for this week. So now we see it finally unfolding here in front of our eyes, where we come again close and potentially lower than 98 points. And as long as that will continue, you will see altcoins and Bitcoin overall doing really, really well. And hello to everybody in the chat. I see you guys. Smash up the like button, guys, and give me a lot of rockets in the chat. I would love to see that. Now, when we're looking here at the CME gap chart, nothing has really changed. We have not printed yet here a new candle. The chart is a little bit delayed. And I think in a couple of hours we're going to get the first candle, but it will not be much higher than where we are at right now. So also here, nothing really to worry about. It looks to me like that we are not even forming here, or haven't formed, or have formed over the weekend, a CME gap, which also warrants continuation. And here on the weekly chart, we got our retest in last week's candle that I was talking about, that I would expect if we break here above the line, then we get continuation. This week's candle looks like a continuation candle, and the first thing that this continuation candle will do will at least go up back to the prior all-time high. I'm not saying that we go straight for a new all-time high when we are getting up there, but we are going to getting for sure pretty close to it in the coming days. When we're looking at this weekly chart, you get a better understanding of this. Remember what I said? I said if we are closing last week's candle in red with that big wick here, and next week's candle, so the current weekly candle, in green, then most likely we're going to keep pushing to the upside and will get continuation. And this is the big pump that I'm talking about. So you should not be confused right now with a little bit short-term price action here that I see on the side out of my angle here, out of my eyes. Because as soon as Bitcoin breaks a little bit higher, it starts sending again past $120,000, and I might open here live on this stream a position based on that. On the daily chart, we are getting closer to a breakout of this symmetrical triangle or bull pennant, however you want to see that. We have an indecision candle right now on the daily chart once more, and I can live with that. I can live with that as long as this candle is green, because this will most likely lead to a breakout here in the next coming days. And this is also, how to say that, now it slipped my mind, the word that I was looking for. It's not given. It's also, let's say it's visible also here on this daily chart, where we have the golden ratio, where we are consolidating potentially here in a falling wedge currently. And that falling wedge should break out latest by Sunday. I believe it will happen much earlier than that, but like worst case would be Sunday, where we're going to get the breakout. And in the meantime, I don't see us going much lower than the bottom range of the golden pocket here at the 1.5 at $116,660. Before I go over here, so let's have a look here on the 50 minutes chart. Remember what I said. Every time when we come here above that line and close the 50-minute candle above that, we usually get a move to the upside. And this time is no different, guys. This time is no different. If you see here the current candle or the next one closing above this support resistance flip line of $118,170 approximately, I would take here a scalp trade. You don't have to take the full setup. Sorry guys, don't know what's going on. Yeah, so you don't have to take the full setup here. Just make it a small scalp trade. You know, you don't have to go into the all-time high or a new all-time high. For a scalp trade, this here is enough. You know, if you just go where we were this today already, here close to $120,000, 2.2% roughly. You trade this with 25x leverage, you make 50% in a matter of maybe even like within the same hour. You know, it can go really, really quickly, especially with the stochastic turning around here right now. So I will tell you guys, I'm personally inclined to take a trade here myself. I just wait for this candle to close. So in the next 8 minutes, I'm going to come back to this chart or look here on the other one on the right side to me and make a decision. And if you want to take these trades with me together, guys, then go to BloFin. You see the trade that I took with you guys together, I only put $1,000 into this trade. I made now over 100% on my Cardano trade. Actually, I wish I would have put more money in this, but this is absolutely fine. My ton trade is also finally here in the green, making money. If you want to trade with me together, guys, do it on BloFin. There is a link pinned in the chat and also in the description. There is a link. You get also up to $5,000 in sign up and deposit bonuses here, and it's non-KYC, so take advantage of that. Plus, I want to remind you guys, if you deposit at least $500 and have signed up under my link, reach out to my team on Telegram or to me on Twitter and send me your UID, and we're going to add you to the $500 to $10,000 challenge Telegram group. So also check that out. Now let's go on here. With the MDX Algo scalp gradients, we are currently getting supported by the underlying huge buy cluster that we have here from $117,200 to $118,200. So this is a $1,000 range more or less. And also here it looks like that we are most likely turning around here, trying to break again into this huge sell cluster from $119,400 to $121,000 approximately. So why do I believe that? Because we have candles heating up here again. We are now in dark purple, which leads usually after such a consolidation phase to expansion and overheating of the candle gradients here. And this is confirmed by here the reactor indicator as we are here squeezing and slightly turning to the upside. So here, I need drawing tool here, slightly going to the upside right now. So it's just a game of patience where you have to wait potentially just another hour or two, and then you see most likely here already a move. Plus, this is coinciding with the US Open of the markets over there. So once they're open, everything could go crazy because we have then ETFs buying again and all these shenanigans. So definitely something to watch. At the same time, we are retesting right now the 20 moving average on the 4-hourly chart here. Remember what I said, as long as we are chopping in between and get squeezed, that's a good sign for continuation, as long as the 50 is holding support. Here we got a small deviation below the 50, but came straight back up, which is again a sign of continuation to the upside, and it will be confirmed and set in stone when we break above $119,000 for Bitcoin. Here on the 1-hourly chart, we have multiple times now retested the underlying support level. We are currently trying to break here into that support, that resistance block on the 1-hourly chart. And also here, the candles look like that we are about to forming a reversal to reach here $119,400 in the short term. Because look at the stochastic about to turn around here, pinch into a buy signal. The RSI already going to the upside, and the MACD looks more like a fake out than here real selling momentum entering. Yeah, and here's most likely already the confirmation for what I just said. On the liquidation levels, there is not much liquidity to be taken currently under us based on the liquidation levels. Above, yes, there is still all this liquidity here available. It's not only the over-leveraged liquidity that's not that far away from the current price action over here, from $119,800 to $120,600, but also here the leverage from 20 to 50x leverage that is sitting here all the way up to the all-time high of $123,200. On the liquidation heat map, you can see that we came here a little bit into the underlying concentrated liquidity, but you see we tapped this only briefly, and that triggered already a massive bounce back to the upside. So, and this will just continue every single time. You know, we tap a little bit just on the surface. You know, you just scratch a little bit on the surface when we go down, and then you get a massive move back to the upside. So, and here the target on this layout right now is $121,630 because there's the highest concentration of shorts piled up. That is becoming currently a target once we are breaking this downwards trend that we are seeing here in the price action. I want to show this again before I move on. So as soon as, but I need a shorter time frame here. As soon as, come on. As soon as here this is broken, and we are retesting this right now, you get the next move here to the upside. So it's a good time to position yourself, but I still wait 3 minutes to see if we are staying above $118,200 approximately to decide if I want to open here right now a trade. I actually have to take my phone and get ready for this if it's actually happening. So this is a trade that you can take here live with me together. And then let me see at the same time, I don't see many vector candles right now, but I'm gonna get ready to execute here a Bitcoin trade. So, and then I only do how much leverage do I want? I think I'm gonna use, where's my liquidation price? Okay, that's pretty low. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. Yeah, so I have right now my everything prepared. So in 2 minutes, if we are closing right now as it is, I'm gonna scalp a little bit, make here 1% or 2%, and then I get out again. So, but yeah, I really like that all my other trades are also doing really well. So I hope yours too. Now, when we're looking at the Ethereum Bitcoin chart, so what did I tell you guys? We got here a massive pump, completing the W pattern last week. This week's candle will most likely move a little bit higher, but overall stay in this doji formation. You know, look at this when I zoom in here a little bit. This is currently a doji candle. I don't believe that this will change much, that you get straight another massive pump here to the upside. It will most likely stay like this over the course of the week. That doesn't mean that we cannot go a little bit higher and then come back and still have a doji. But next week, guys, next week I see here a huge break with continuation. I would be surprised if it happens this week, but I don't want to rule it out. But it looks like right now to me that next week, most likely, that's when we get the move that we are looking for here. But at the same time, the Bitcoin dominance is breaking down like crazy. I have not seen this in a really long time where we got so many red candles to the downside for the Bitcoin dominance. So as soon as we are breaking here 60%, 60.25%, you're going to see another massive leg and continuation in altcoins pumping to the upside insanely. So you're going to see a lot of altcoins that are not moving right now, massively making moves here. And then I just forgot something. Give me a second. I come straight back. Found it. I always forget to do this, guys. I always forget to do this, but I'm here. So I told you guys, I'm going to show you when my new Bybit card comes. So here in this is my new Bybit card. So now let me see. I want to have this. How can I? Oh, whoa. What happened here? Okay, that's not what I want. So yeah, I cannot maximize the camera window right now. So, but there you see, here is the Bybit card. And there you go. There's my new card. So if you want one like this, you know the drill, guys. There is in a link in the description. So yeah, a link in the description. That's what it is. Yeah. So in the description, you'll find a link to sign up on Bybit, get up to $30,000 in bonuses, sign up and deposit bonuses, and get a Bybit card, guys. Get a Bybit card. I get now 20% cash back every time when I pay, which is amazing. The total free market cap has now finally broken above $1.06 trillion. If we can close today above this level, then we're going to get finally this week an attempt into the all-time high here of $115 trillion. And I don't have to explain you how massive that would be for our altcoin bags, and for example, how much Solana will pump in that scenario, but also potentially Ethereum will even continue. So here what we are looking for on the monthly chart for Ethereum is that we can hold at least $3,600 for the next 10 and a half days. If we can do that, and we confirm the breakout out of this huge triangle, then the upside target would be here $7,662 in the potentially next 3 months. I believe that this will go really quickly. You have here 1 month. The next month will be a massive month. And then potentially the following month too. And then here that would be July, October. So wait here, July, August, September, October. Yeah, in October, we're going to reach potentially here that target of $7,662 in my opinion, between October and November. Maybe even higher than that. So but this is the timeline that I see here on that specific chart. Then Ethereum itself here on the daily chart on now a lower time frame, nothing has changed here on my stance that where we are currently at will be most likely the level where we over the next coming days slow down and start breaking down. That does not mean that this has to happen right away. This is most likely happening over the course of a week. You know, we're gonna see here that price will start consolidate here a little bit, and that will be a rounding top formation, and then you see here that we're coming down before we go up again. So we don't have to come down here to like $3,100. That's maybe too steep, but like 3,500 is definitely now a level. 3,300, 3,500 is a level that I consider to be moderate, where we at least will come down to test this and then continue higher. It would also make sense here with this candle formation, so where you have basically a continuation pattern in these 3 candles, to land somewhere here in between that middle candle. Then on the Wyckoff reaccumulation pattern, also here, the current level is a massive resistance. You can clearly see that if I just draw here a horizontal line. So here, there you see on the left side, oh, sorry, here, wicks, deviation, deviation, again, a wick and rejection into that same line here. I don't believe that we're going to break this in the next coming days. I definitely don't see that happening, that we are breaking this, because the resistance here is just too strong. That means we're going to get that pullback that I talked about, and then we get continuation. Now Solana is finally pumping, and I could kick myself. I put a stop loss on Solana, a tight one, earlier, because I had to go to an important appointment and could not watch the Solana trade anymore, and it kicked me out at $189 approximately. So I missed out here on 2% that it's moved since then, and I traded with 7x leverage, so I missed out on 14%. So this is for me quite some money, you know. So 14% on that trade is like it was like $3,000 that I missed out, you know. So really sad about this, but I hope that you guys were able to catch most of that move here from all the way down here, because remember, this is from where I also took the trade all the way down here. When we got above $180, that's where I took the trade, you know. So I did what I said, guys. I took the trade from there, and unfortunately just got stopped out earlier, you know. So I wish that I would have been able to hold this longer, because at any given moment we could just snap here to $207.78 before we get here any substantial pullback. So of course, the closer we approach $200, the more resistance Solana is facing. But once we are past $200, we will get here really quickly to around $208, and only there I see a small consolidation phase. Because look here, that fractal that I gave you here is more or less playing out the same way that I gave it to you. You know, so here that big pump, then tomorrow some one candidate goes down a little bit, then again another pump here into that level, then consolidation around that level below or slightly above, and then you get another leg to the upside. So for now, that is definitely holding on. Solana, if you mean Solana, oh wait, Bitcoin. Oh shit. Wait, yeah, good that you said something. No, I did not enter, but let it come down a little bit. I'm definitely looking at entering this right now. But let me go on here. I will keep a better eye on this right now. Thank you for mentioning that. I almost forgot. I got almost lost here what I'm showing you guys. So then Optimism, one of the altcoins that we definitely need to have a look here currently at. Once we are breaking 82 cents, expect that we get really quickly a move close to $1, like in one daily candle. In one daily candle, you're going to see a massive pump. Because when you look here also in the past, every time when we broke above this line, we got huge moves. Every single time. Huge moves here close to the $1 level. This time will not be different. And you should also not forget that here is a distorted W pattern shaping up. So if I only treat this as a W pattern with a moderate target from that neckline up here, this is a $1.39 to the upside. So from current price levels, massive returns, almost 100% move. Here, 74% roughly of a move. So yeah, here I would wait that we close around 80 cents. If we close above 80 cents today, I would take a trade. I would not wait for the break of 82 cents because we'll do that anyway then by most likely tomorrow in the worst case, or even earlier than that. So that's why I would not really wait. Then Curve is now also making a move here. There is one way how you could enter a little bit more riskier in this trade. I want to show that to you based on the 1 hourly chart. And that would be if we break basically 99 cents. So if we break it 99 cents, then you have here a really, really good chance to catch the breakout from there instead of waiting for this downward sloping trend line to be broken and trying to catch the trade then slightly above that. So I would personally take the risk to take this trade from here 99 cents. And we are not, we are basically 1% away from that. Oh yeah, so Bitcoin turns around. I'm gonna take a trade now. I'm gonna take the trade. Okay, I'm in the trade. So I took the trade, guys. I took the trade. So now, let's see. This is not enough. How much profit do I want? This looks good. Okay, that's when I get out again. So now let's hope that I'm printing. So I'm printing a little bit already, really quick. I'm up 1% on this trade already. That went rather fast here. I'm up already $200. I tried to show it to you guys. Whoop, whoop, whoop. There. Already running really well. $165 fluctuation a little bit. Yeah, but I'm gonna let it run. Should have done more money actually, but it's fine. It's fine. I made already some good money today, so I'm not mad about this. Here, the next one, Render. Once Render breaks $4.68, expect here another massive leg. We're getting so close to breaking this. Render is here over the last couple days, really strong here. In the last trade that I gave you, basically exploded to the upside, if you call it. Remember what I said here, when we get above that line from that bull flag, enter this, and it will send. And it basically sent here straight into the golden ratio. Yeah, yesterday it actually overshot this. And then continued just to pump today. Here, on the daily chart, you have here also at $4, basically $4.97. That's actually the level. That's the level. So when we break $4.65, you can enter this because we're going to go then to roughly $5. If once $5 is broken, it's going to send because of the massive W pattern. And we are shaping here up. So this is not the right target line. So here the target is $7.11 for Render to the upside. So the nice thing is now with all these altcoin trades, you don't need to wait like weeks that they're going to do 20-30%, you know. So just if you measure here the last 4 days in Render, the last 4 days was already 17.5% roughly to the upside. So tomorrow it will be over 20% for sure. So you would have waited 4 days to make all that money, you know. So it's laughable, you know, how quick the market is moving right now. Let me see here. Algo. I can have a quick look here at Algo. Whoa, yeah, Bitcoin looks really good right now. I told you guys. Did I not tell you? I did tell you guys. If we break this downward sloping trend line on 50 minutes chart, it's going to send. You're welcome, by the way. So now I'm going to have a quick look at Algo, and then I'm really close to leaving again. And let me just check the chart here. This is the wrong chart. Where is the... here's the chart that I need. And then Algo. Yeah, so that's the right chart. That's what I was looking for. So here, on this 4-hourly chart, I cannot make the argument anymore for this. Yeah, that looks more accurate actually. So, but what I actually want to show you, there is again a W pattern in this here, more or less. Or can I make a distorted one out of this? No. But we have here two local round bottoms. And once we are breaking 31 cents, you're going to see another massive move here in Algo. So again, 2% away, 2% currently away from that. Here's the bigger W pattern. Here we broke the neckline already at 28 cents. So you potentially missed out already on 10% of a move here. But that's fine, you know, because the bigger move is coming from the 31 cent level. Once we break 31 cents, we are going all the way up here to 43 cents. So, and if you do that from this level here, so that's roughly a 40% move. And I would give it, here, current bottom, a 7% stop loss. 7% stop loss against almost 40% to the upside, absolutely fine. That might be after my Bitcoin trade, the next one that I want to take. So, but let Bitcoin send right now. Let it send. Yes, Yeti chart reader I am. Let me see. Okay, so I'm gonna do one more coin. Then I want to leave because my eyes making me crazy right now. I try already to reduce when I'm not on stream, you know, and charting, to not have so much screen time. You know, my eyes already hating it. I feel that I get old. You know, oh wow, Link scratching at $20. That's crazy. I saw earlier that we were close to it, but not that close. Where's Link here now? Wow, yeah. I think if I keep charting as much as I do, I need glasses again. You know, so when I was growing up, I actually had glasses, and the doctor warned me when I was a teenager, when he said I don't need it anymore. He said maybe when you get older, the time will come where you need them again. You know, so maybe that time is sooner than what I would love to, you know, and I have to start wearing glasses again. I think my girlfriend would like that if I wear glasses. I think she would think I look like extremely hot and sexy with glasses, but me personally, not so much. Not so much. For me, it was traumatizing to wear glasses so long. So let's have a look here. We are currently at the resistance for Link because $20 physical, psychological resistance. Once that resistance is broken, $22, really quick here, really quick. And so if we break $22 on top of that, it will keep flying to almost $30. But yeah, with a quick pit stop around $25. Here, what I don't like on a daily chart, again, how overextended we are, but Link can still go on for a little bit, especially here, yeah, the 4-hourly chart, another 2 hours. Yeah, that can still go on for like, yeah, we're gonna reach for sure $21.10 here in the next 20 hours-ish, in my opinion. And here's just some consolidation going on where indicators are cooling down. So that looks really good. Oh, yeah, my Bitcoin trade is doing really well right now. Boom. So now, let's see. Yeah, so let me see here. Let me see. So I was just eyeing into the chat what's going on here. Yeah, so here Link looks also like it's turning around. Guys, I don't want to make the stream too long. We're almost 30 minutes here. Tomorrow will be again 2 streams, guys. 2 streams. In my really early morning and in my late afternoon again, which is more or less around this time. So don't miss out on that. Thank you so much for tuning in. And don't forget, smash up the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I see you with more money from our Bitcoin trade tomorrow.